kwentuhan, manalbeka mo yan, painawaman o mamangan. Taga Central Luzon, let's carry on. Tagalog man o Kapampangan. It's a beautiful night, and you are on spotlight.
Magandang araw mga kaibigan, oras na naman po upang hanapin natin ang nagniningning na liwanag sa puso ng ating panauhin. Dito lamang po sa Spotlight. Today, we are deeply honored to be joined by a man whose integrity and inspiration have become far-reaching and life-changing. Mga kaibigan, the distinguished and highly esteemed President of McKinney Food Corporation, Mr. Prudencio Prudes Garcia.
Yeah.
Welcome po sa Spotlight.
Yeah, thank you, Andy.
Kong Prudes, saan po kayo pinanganak?
Well, sa Balubad, Porac, Pampanga. Yeah.
So, but your parents are
Yes,
from
Porac? Porac also. Yeah. My mom was in Guagua, Pulong Masle.
I see. And your mother was a teacher.
Grade 1 teacher.
Grade 1 teacher. Wow, cute. And your father was?
The head of the school.
Head of the school.
Yeah, of Balubad Elementary School.
I see.
Yeah.
So you really grew up in a really super duper barrio community.
Correct. Yeah.
How different do you think it is from a regular barrio in San Fernando or something?
Well, it's yung barangay namin. People mostly are have relationship relatives, no, kakamag-anak yan. And mostly, alam mo naman sa barangay, sa probinsya, nandoon pa rin yung kultura ng isang Pilipino na yung pakikibahagi, yung pakikisama, na bayanihan, napakahalaga yan.
Yung pwedeng, lumalaki po kayo na feel nyo yan sa community ninyo.
Yes, yeah.
Yung mga tipong na nangihiram ka ng isang salot ng bigas, ng asukal, asin.
Correct. Pag nakulang ka ng pangmatrikula, pamasahe, nangihiram muna.
Most of your neighbors are farmers also, no?
Yes,
Yun,
yes.
Okay. So, Kong Prudes, how was your recollection of your growing up years, yung childhood ninyo?
Well, kami magkakapatid, kami puro kami lalaki, no.
Ilan po kayong lalaki?
5.
5 lalaki. At kayo po ang panganay?
Pangalawa.
Pangalawa po kayo.
At lagi ko sinasaya, I'm the most handsome according to my wife.
Paano kayo lumaki sa Porac?
Well, kami magkakapatid, mula umpisa, magkakabarkada naman yan. At the age of 6, ako nagsimula na ako magtinda ng ice candy. So, kasama ko yung mga kapatid ko, yung panganay namin. So, at the third stage, masaya kami magkakasama. No?
I see.
Whether in school or at home or kami naglalaro, magkakasama yan. No? Even in paghahanap buhay, magkakasama kami.
So, Kong Prudes, you always strike everyone here in Pampanga as a very dutiful son, mabait, parang hindi makabasag pinggan. Ganun. Paano lumaki ang isang Prudes Garcia?
Well, siguro, katulad din ng ordinaryong bata na naglalaro. No?
May kalokohan di ba si Prudes Garcia nung lumalaki?
So far, wala akong naalala.
Sobrang bait niyo, baka maging santo na kayo niyan.
Hindi naman. Well, actually, may mga weaknesses din tayo. Pero ang kagandahan lang in the family, where yung pagmamahalan, yung respeto sa magulang ay napakahalaga.
Did your parents have a favorite?
Wala
amongst the kids?
I think the treatment is very fair at pantay-pantay yan. Even sa mga in-laws yan.
Palagay nyo, may malaking bagay yung teacher ang naging magulang ninyo?
Yes,
sa pagpapalaki ninyo?
Yeah, isang malaking bagay yan. Una, yung disiplina. No? And
paano mag-discipline yung mga magulang ninyo, Kong Prudes?
Well, actually, pangaral. Kahit bata pa lang. Actually, tatatandaan ko, mga bata pa kami. Every night, no, bago kami matulog, pinapangaralan kami kung anong ambition namin sa buhay, anong gusto mo maging pagdating ng araw. At that early stage, naumpisa na kami sa ganun eh. Ano yung gusto pangarap mo, ano yung gusto maging pagdating ng araw. So, ang sinasabi ni tatay sa amin noon ay walang namamatay para sa sarili lamang at walang nabubuhay
para sa sarili
so you have to not only within the family but also within the community.
So that's your purpose in life, no?
Correct. Napakahalaga yun.
What is your recollection? What is the what for you is the most beautiful memory of your childhood sa Porac?
Well, siguro yung we work as a family, yung kahit nagtatrabaho kami sa murang pa ng edad namin, masaya kami. Yung samahan namin magkakapatid, kahit puro laki, hindi yung away, but we enjoy working at the same time playing. We pinagsasama namin yung trabaho, laro. Like for example, when we had this backyard poultry piggery. So maatasan na medyo mabigat ang trabaho pagka natatalo ka sa chess o kaya sa dama.
Okay. So yun yung mga favorite pastime nyo, chess at dama?
Kung sino yung matalo yun, yun ang pinakamabigat na
siya
trabaho.
Siya maglilinis ng dumi.
Correct, dumi. And even now, we're still playing dama, ha?
Really?
Every day.
Nagdadama pa rin kayo?
With our father ngayon, pero hanggang hindi pa namin siya matalo.
Ang galing biro mo, no? At this level of your life, nakakapagdama pa kayo.
Yeah.
Kumusta naman po ang school life ng mga Garcias, ni Cruz Garcia? How were you doing in school?
Well, actually, tell you is lahat kami kakapatid. We graduated with honors. Siguro maybe because our parents were both educators.
And they taught you well on how the
foundation,
of being
the
a student.
Discipline, and sabi nila mahirap lang tayo mga anak. So ito yung pinakamagandang ipapamana namin sa inyo. So kahit nagtatrabaho kami sa likod, pag kami lesson ka, priority kang mag-aral. Pero kung wala, then you go to the backyard na
So talagang the key is the discipline coming from parents, no? Very good parents. No?
The discipline, the aspirations yung binibigay nila. Na maliit pa lang kami, parang pinapakita na nila sa amin what you will be in the future if you do this.
I see. So magaling ang pangaral. Anyway, Comprods, other than having a very good set of parents, kumusta naman po ang formative years inyo spiritually?
Well, actually, si tatay is a Methodist, si nanay is a Catholic, no? But tatay respect that yung
sumunod po kay ina.
Sumunod,
I see.
So, pero lagi sinasabi natin, lagi niya sinasabi yung mga biblical verses. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and all these things shall be added unto you. Mula bata, kinakanta yan. So, hanggang ngayon, we still have the same
seek ye first the kingdom of God.
So, it's a very beautiful song.
So, you grew up being a Catholic, more of a Catholic than a Methodist. So, ano pong recollection nyo about your formative years as a Catholic?
Well, masaya. Actually, even in high school. No? And there was a time when our Kura Paroko noon, I was invited to join the priesthood. And sabi niya, lahat ng gastos, we will support you basta pumasok ka lang. But I told the late Father Binuya, I told him na sabi ko, Father, maybe hindi ako nakalinya doon. With so many months of making analysis, tsaka yung pala. And then sabi niya, anong reason? Sabi ko, Father, tingnan natin yung nung graduation, sabi ko, this school was giving 6 awards for the graduating class. Out of the 6 awards, nakuha ko yung 5.
Oh, wow.
Except one.
Except
what was it? Best in religion. So sabi ko, well, sabi niya, just in case you change your mind.
That's very clear. That's a clear sign.
Alam ko, mayroong ibang mission, purpose.
What is the most valuable lesson your parents taught you when you were young? Sagutin niyo po yan pagbalik po ng spotlight.
Kapampangan, it's a beautiful night, and you are on spotlight. It's a beautiful night, and you are on spotlight.
Nagbabalik po ang spotlight, kasama po si Pruds Garcia. Kong Pruds, for the benefit of our young parents, what is the most valuable lesson you learned from your parents at a very young age?
Siguro, it's the love. Ipamahagi yung, not only just to say it, but the children must feel that love within the family, because that will be the center.
Filipino parents sometimes don't know how to say it, kasi hindi tayo mapag-I love you, no?
There's so many ways to show your love.
Yes.
You don't have, sabi nga, you don't have even to tell it, eh.
Yeah.
But like for sa parents namin, asa murang edad pa lang namin, no? And going to school, di ba, yung mga teachers, before they teach the following day, at night time, they have to prepare the lesson plans. And before doing the lesson plans, gagawa ng ice candy yan for tomorrow's business, no? Okay? Before they do that, tinuturuan muna kami ng mga lessons. Alam, dapat ipagpahinga na nila. No? They were so very tired during the day. But they still have time to teach us lessons, no, about life, about
And madhid ka na lang kung hindi mo maramdaman yung love doon.
And they are doing that not just for them, but for the whole family, in preparation that sometimes in the future.
Yes.
At the sa early stage, we are preparing already for our college education. So, ganun katindi yung preparation. And I think the bottom line is about love. Na hindi namin sila nakitang nagalit na para bang nagsasawa na sila o napapagod. No, then we never seen that one sa kanila. No?
Saan po kayo nag-high school?
St. Catherine Academy, sa Porac.
Sa Porac, no? Sa tabi ng church. How's your... Saan kayo nag-elementary?
Sa Balubat.
Sa Balubat. So, kumusta yung transition from your elementary school to high school?
Well, maganda kasi sabi ni tatay, you just came from a public school teach. No? And St. Cat is a private. No? And imagine mo the distance, even yung it's a 5 kilometer. No? And during that time, sa panahon namin, 3-4 na sasakyan lang. And from Balubad to Angeles yan. At kung makasakay ka ng sasakyan, maswerte ka. Normally in the morning, yes. But pag uwi, usually naglalakad na kami. Because before
naglalakad kayo from St. Catherine to Balubad?
Yeah, but before going back, I have to pass by the wet market to get the trays. Kasi in the morning, I deliver eggs to the wet market.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So pagbalik yun, dala-dala mo yung mga
trays at maglalakad ka. So how long?
At least 45 minutes walk.
45 minutes
walk.
And you were in high school?
In high school, yeah.
I see. So, grabe, no? Ang gandang training noon, no?
Yeah,
At kasi yung mga karamihan sa mga
kabataan.
So,
you have to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
And takas sa likod, maglilinis ng mga kulungan ng manok. You gather eggs, then you clean, then ready for delivery the following, on the same day, no?
Yes.
And then at 6 o'clock, sila nagluluto na ng almusal yan kami. 6 o'clock, tapos na kami lahat. So, you have 30 minutes just to review lessons before going to school. So, 7:30 yung pasok. For so many years, gano'n ang ano namin.
Yan ang perfect recipe for success.
And
talagang pinlano mo.
Yun ang lagi sinasabi na tatay. Ang laging tanong, paano nyo na ano yung mga anak nyo puro lalaki? And it was really a challenging job. Ang laging narinig ko sinasabi ni tatay nanay, we made them very busy.
Yeah.
All the time. If they don't play, if they don't work, they study their lesson. That's the secret.
That's the secret. Get your children very busy doing work and studying. Wala na silang panahon para sa kalokohan. In St. Catherine, that is the time you became a teenager. A teenager, syempre, how's the competition in school in St. Catherine? Competition in terms of grades and standing?
Well, actually, sa amin naman, kahit sa family, they never to compete to anybody. We always compete with our own performance. Yun ang training namin sa bahay. No? We don't look on others. Kung ano man yung makuha namin, it's just the product of what we are doing.
But St. Catherine is a bigger community now.
Correct, it's the whole Porac. No? So, and I think that's the only high school during our time.
During your time. And it's quite challenging to have all your classmates coming from different barrios.
Correct.
Yeah, so how did you do in school?
Well, actually, in elementary, I graduated valedictorian.
Yes.
And then the first grading ng first high school, I was just the second.
Wow.
So sabi natin, that's a good job. So sabi niya, either you maintain that one or you go higher.
Yeah.
So on the second grading, until to mag-graduate ako, so I maintained that position.
Oh, wow. Ang galing.
Not because I want to compete, but I want to...
Considering naglilinis ka pa ng mga karal ng baboy at mga manok at nag-deliver ka sa palengke at naglalakad ka pauwi and everything, you still became a valedictorian. My goodness. And then, so, did you have a crush when you were in, did you get interested with women and girls, ladies?
I think that's normal.
Okay.
That's normal.
Okay. Okay. Was that in high school or in college?
High school, yeah.
In high school. You had a girlfriend in high school?
Wala.
Crush lang?
Crush lang, yeah.
Masyado kang busy. Masyado kang busy para manligaw, no? Nung high school.
Siguro, yeah.
Okay, then you went to college.
Yes.
Sino ka rin ko college?
In Manila, UE.
In UE.
I was the first in the family kasi yung eldest namin dito sa CLSU din nagpunta dito sa Magalang. So I was the first.
CLSU?
Nueva Ecija.
I see. Central Luzon State University. Yes.
So ako yung pangalawa. So most of our relatives, they studied in Angeles. So I personally requested my parents if I go to Manila because I said I was taking an accountancy. So I said,
Buti pinayagan kayo.
well, maybe because of the trust and confidence.
I see.
And they think that I'm ready for that.
Were you ready?
Yes.
Did you have a major adjustment
Yes.
studying in Manila?
Number one is to be away from the family.
Yes.
Monthly ka umuwi.
Monthly lang?
Yeah, monthly. Kasi you have to save for your transportation.
Masahe, yes.
Yan, tapos
And saan po kayo tumira sa Maynila?
sa may Gastabide. And I
Gastabide,
started yung sa flooring yan. Makasama ko, mga nagtatrabaho na. So you cannot sleep unless they matutulog na receive. Because I sleep on the receiving room. Nasa baba niyan ay puro tubig, may mga daga. It's just,
Naku po.
we experienced that. But I said I have to overcome all these obstacles. So I have to be.
Yes.
Otherwise, if I failed, the next brother, the next
Yes.
then this kako, I have to set the example.
Opo. So nag-survive kayo?
I survived, and with all those temptations,
Yes.
ang nakita ko lagi doon, sabi ko, still the love of the family.
Yes.
And
Anong mga temptations? Ang mga hurdles?
The first time that I experienced being away with the family.
Yeah.
So, Manila during that time.
You're tempted to go home and stop,
Go home, barkada,
Yes,
just
yes.
to fight loneliness, away from family. Pero ang nag-ano sa akin, sabi ko, if my brothers and my parents are waking up at 4 o'clock, I should also wake up at 4 o'clock.
And study.
If they are working, I have to start studying it.
Yes.
So that's the principle na yun ang naging sa akin.
Anong lowest point nyo when you were in college? Lowest point?
Well, actually, when I was about to decide, kasi I graduated valedictorian.
Yes,
So,
yes.
sa UE, lahat ng kumuha, mostly coming valedictorians from different provinces, Manila, no? Ano mo naman yung sa mga private schools, no? So, pinagsama-sama lahat ng valedictorian, salutatorian, that is practice in UE during that time. Honors class, honors program. And then, on the second year, I was about to surrender. Because sabi ko sa parents ko, I couldn't graduate with honors if I stayed within the honors class. And my father said, I prefer you to be the lowest among the best than the best among the least.
Ang galing. Grabe talaga the wisdom of Mr. Garcia, no? Senior. Wow.
So sabi niya, if they study lessons for 2 hours, make it 4.
Wow.
You have enough time.
And he always has the best words for you, no?
Yeah.
Walang mali siyang sasabihin, no?
Yeah.
No, si Tatang.
And I said, okay, that was my second year. On the third year, naka-recover na ako.
I see. So, nasanayan nyo na?
Nasanayan na yun.
Okay,
yeah.
so, okay.
And sabi niya, always think to top. Prefer to top. If you feel that this is your second or you passed.
I see.
That's how simple it is. Yeah.
And then finally, you finished college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dumating naman kapatid ko, yung pangatlo, pang-apat. And they also the same courses that I have na nag-take din sila. So, the same principle na nakita ko. Alam natin itong oras, si tatay nanay, nagtatrabaho yan.
Ang galing naman.
Diba? So, sabi ko, ito yung panlaban sa ano. So, I tell my brothers, no?
Ayun po, mga kaibigan, dapat po nakikinig lahat ng mga kabataan ngayon. Lahat ng mga magulang, ganito po dapat ang pagpapalaki sa ating mga anak. Mga kaibigan, magbabalik po ang Spotlight.
Kapampangan, it's a beautiful night and you are on Spotlight. It's a beautiful night and you are on Spotlight.
Magbabalik po ang Spotlight, kasama po ang presidente ng Mechanic Food Corporation, si Mr. Prudz Garcia. Kung Prudz, it's not hindi naman kaagad nag-umpisa ang Mechanic no pagka-graduate niyo, no? You became an accountant. You worked for the #1 accounting firm in the Philippines,
Yes.
si Zip Gores in Velayo.
Correct, yeah.
After 3 years, what happened?
Well, I went working abroad in Saudi Arabia.
So you went working abroad in Saudi Arabia as an accountant.
After I started as a cost accountant.
Habang wala yata kayo, meron ng backyard business ng Tosino, no?
Correct.
No? And
Started
then,
in 1986.
yes, and then, I think in-invite kayo ng parents nyo na tulungan sila kasi lumalaki yung negosyo. Is that right?
Actually, it was during the time of the eruption of Mount Pinatubo.
Yes.
Nung pinapauwi nila kami, it was in 1993. So sabi nila sa amin, you spent your talent outside the country. Why don't you go home and help us to expand this backyard so we can help these people, give these people a job?
You said yes, of course. No?
The first, it take months before we said yes.
Oh, kasi mahirap kasi lalo na kung nakapag-establish ka na ng career mo abroad.
And imagine,
what was saan dumating yung point na nagdesisyon ka na umuwi ka na?
Well,
why did you want
during
to
the vacation kasi Tata is showing us in front of our house this school where they were teaching, and nandun naman yung evacuation center, about 300 to 500 families. And Tata, they showed this is the life of the people here, na walang trabaho, lahat-lahat yan. So Tatang keep on telling us na why don't you go home? I think you save a lot for yourself and give these people a job. So I'm on vacation, and medyo it takes, hindi nagre-registered. And I think Tatang made the best approach na ginawa. Pagbalik ko sa bakasyon, no? Galing sa bakasyon, sumulat siya. And I think I consider that letter a very strong letter. Na during that time wala pa tayong cellphone, walang text message, walang email, no. So bago dumating sulat, it will take at least 3 weeks bago. And pag binabasa mo yung sulat from your loved ones, 10 times ulit-ulitin mo.
Yes.
At nag-register yun. Sabi ni tatay, what you are right now is because of the community. Sabi niya, dito kayo lumaki, dito kayo pinanganak. And these people, they're the first one who help us. Nakapag-aral kayo dahil they are our first customers. Sa itlog, sa hugmas, everything, sa ice candy. So kaya kayo nakapag-aral because of the support, indirect support of the community. So sabi niya, get out of that comfort zone. And yung pagtulong nyo, pag umuwi kayo, pambili ng bigas, whatsoever, sabi niya, that is only because you have the means. And isang paraan lang, masaya kayo because you can have something na para sa kanila. And Tatang said, the greatest joy in life is when you sacrifice your comfort zone and help these people.
For other people.
That's the true happiness.
Yes. Ang galing naman. Finally, I hear a very successful businessman say these things. Because I often say, marami po sa ating mga kababayan na po mga negosyante, mga ganon, and basically the business revolves around the community, no po?
Correct.
At it's only proper and right na pag naging successful ka because of the community, na ibalik mo rin sa community po.
Correct.
Yun po, yung malasakit at serbisyo o pagtulong sa mga tao na hindi masyadong sinwerte na katulad ninyo.
Correct, yeah.
Paano niyo po na-meet yung asawa ninyo?
Well, actually, during, nung nagre-review ko ng board, nakatira ko doon sa uncle niya. At siya naman first year college.
First year college siya, nakatira kay sa
kami
uncle niya. So, parang landlord niyo.
It's a boarding house siya.
Landlord niyo yung uncle niya.
Correct, yeah. So, doon kami nagkakilala.
I see.
So, samok siya nagsisimba, nagnonobena. So,
ang
tawag sa akin kuya, then later on, hindi namin alam, kami na pala.
Anong nagustuhan nyo kay Susan?
Well, aside from she's so beautiful, mabait.
Mabait siya.
Religious, kasama kong nagsisimba, as I mentioned, no? And yung responsibility. Tsaka minsan kasi magkakilala kami, humingi siya ng advice sa akin. Sabi niya, Kuya Pruz, ano bang magandang kunya kurso kasi ang plano niya maging medtech noon. Sabi ko, kung di naman kailangan ng parents mo, pamilya mo yung support for yung mga kapatid mo sa pag-aaral, ang maganda maging teacher ka o maging nurse. Because that you can use that in the family.
Yeah, exactly.
Naging nurse siya. It's good naman sa family ngayon, pag mayroon kaming problema sa health, sabi niya. So, hindi ko expect na yung advice ko yun, magagamit din sa family namin.
Ay, ilang taon na kayong kasal ngayon?
26 years.
26 years. Nagulat po ako kasi sinabi niya sa akin na after 23 years, nagkaroon po sila ng anak. Hindi ko po ma-explain paano nangyari yun. Kung Prudes help, how did it happen?
Well, actually, when we were still in Saudi Arabia, kasama ko siya noon eh. And the doctor said, it's very slim. Maximum 5% that you can have a child.
Wow.
So, very frustrating sa amin yun.
But 5% lang daw. Very slim chance na magkakaanak kayo.
Correct. And then, ito, nung umuwi kami sa Pilipinas, baka sabi because of the climate.
Yes.
Mainit, malamig, mainit. But sabi ko, okay, but hindi kami na ano doon sa sinabi ng doktor. Sabi ko, nothing is impossible.
Yes.
So for so many
with
years,
God, nothing is impossible. Yeah.
And we went abroad looking for ano yung tulong
help
medically.
Yes.
And I think we had 2 miscarriages before. 2 months yung bata, tapos nawawala yung heartbeat. 3 months. Talagang so many times na talagang that's very frustrating as tapos nung last time na tinry namin, sabi ni Miss, sabi ko, it's time for you to stop. Kasi yung wife ko na opera siya, parang sabi may mga cancer lymph nodes na tumutubo. At nagka-problema rin siya because of health, so mga medicines na tinitake niya. And then yung mga bones niya naging brittle. So sabi ko, I think it's time for us to stop. Because I don't want to see sabi ko, I'm happy even without children. Sabi ko, nung kinasal tayo, wala naman tayong anak. So, parang yun ang naging gusto kong maging mapao ko siya na itigil na. Pero yung wife ko talagang she's so persistent. Sabi niya, for the last time, pwede ulitin natin. We went back sa stage for the treatment. And napakaganda ng nangyari because 1 week time, pagdating ko doon, after 1, nauna siya sa akin I had this very beautiful dream. I think this is the first time na i-expose ko. I had that very beautiful dream at 2 o'clock in the morning. I was crying with joy. And I heard somebody is asking you, what do you want? And I asked, sabi ko, Lord, have mercy on our family. For 3 times, the same question, the same answer that I gave. For the last question, sabi ko, Lord, I want a child. And it paged, and then I was crying. I wake my up. Inisip ko na sabi, ano nangyari sa'yo? Umiiyak ka. Then I told the whole story. And then mapakali the following morning, sabi ko, I have to tell Ate Helen. Because someday she'll be the witness that I had this beautiful dream. Kanya, okay. Pero tayong 3 lang. After 1 month, naging positive.
Oh, wow.
This is it. Ang ganda nang nangyari. Naging positive siya.
And then after 9 months, pinanganak si
Faith.
And
we were looking for a name na 5-letter word na that will offset the 5 factors that the doctor said that we cannot have a child.
Which is?
So with Emily, Angel, and Faith. And Emily, sabi ko, meron na kami sa company. So Angel na lang. I like Angel. She likes Faith. And for so many weeks, we were discussing. I said, ayaw ko yung Faith. That's too much religious. Parang ganun. And then one time it happened. After my mom died in September, 4 months pa lang si Faith noon. So, nung magde-decide kami sa family, sa pangalan, and then pumunta kami sa hospital, the doctor said, the baby is abnormal. The head is so small sa age niya. And the amniotic fluid was very low. At the same day na sinabing maliit yung ulo ng bata, the amniotic fluid was only 5. The minimum should be 7. So sabi ko, we have to let my wife stay in the hospital. After 1 tinas uli, naging 7. So sabi niya, you can bring your wife home. Sabi ko, no, you have to let her stay in the hospital. No, sabi niya, iking ko. Alam mo, yung araw na that was Friday, baksak ang mukha ni Mrs. But I was keep on telling her, let's keep up the faith. Kaya ko ayaw kong haluan yung negative. I will claim that na magkakaanak tayo. Sabi niya, lagi mong sinasabing faith. That's always a faith in God. You don't like our daughter to be named Faith. So sabi ko, whatever happened, her name is Faith. Monday, we came back. Nung makakita ng doktor sa niya, her head is normal. Amniotic fluid becomes 11.5. Hanggang sa nilabas siya. So sabi ko, galit si Mrs. kasi nurse siya. Sabi niya, it was a simple, very basic mistake. Sabi ko, huwag ka magagalit. Because one way we were able to choose the best name for our daughter.
Yes, it wasn't a mistake. It was a miracle.
Correct,
Prince, do you realize that dream is like very biblical? Parang, what did you want? Parang the apparition of the angel to Mary. Parang
ganun, sabi nga, hindi ako comfortable. Sabi ko, if we have to tell Ate Helen, because I know someday she'll witness for this.
Wow, amazing. Oh my God, I think this is one of the greatest interviews of my life. Anyway, magbabalik pa po ang Spotlight.
It's a beautiful night and you are on Spotlight. It's a beautiful night and you are on Spotlight.
After 23 years, Kong Prudes, lumabas si Faith. May sinasabi ka tungkol sa isang dasal.
Well, actually, ito yung laging pinagdasal ng mga mag-asawa. Even the whole family na magkaroon kami ng anak. No? And even relatives, minsan may kasamang halong pangungutya. Sabi niya, nagpapagod kayo, wala namang kayong anak. Why are you doing this? Then, I begin to question. Para pumapasok na sa bakit nga ba hindi kami magkaanak?
Kasi napaka-successful niyo. Hindi ka ila sa lahat sa atin na isa sa pinaka-successful ang McKinney dito sa ating lalawigan, no? At kung gaano ka-successful yung family. And syempre talaga nga naman, pangungutya ng mga kaibigan, kabarkada, kapamilya, trabaho kayo ng trabaho, yayaman nyo.
Lalo sa pag may binyagan, gano'n, no?
Kaninyo iiwanan niya lahat, di ba?
So, biblically sabi niya, blessed are those who are persecuted.
Yes.
So, we are doing this for the glory of God. Sabi ko, Lord, why don't you give us a child? It's for your glory. So, malimba ang dasal. Sabi ni Sister Vilma, yung spiritual director na lagi kong kapan, sabi niya, siguro po sabi niya, it's time for you. Instead of praying for yourself, start praying for others, for couples who don't have a child. And I think that will be very effective because you are in a better position to pray for these people because you know their struggle, you know their journey. So saying, if you pray for these people, pagtulong kayo mag-asawa, and then you visualize to have this beautiful family, and then kasi sila rin kasama sa prayer, I'm sure God will grant you your request.
Oh, napakaganda. Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, so how's Faith now?
Well,
are you enjoying being a father?
Yes, actually, she woke me up this morning at 2 o'clock. She slept at 10, at 2 o'clock. Sabi ko, anak, we have to sleep. Sabi niya, it's still night time. Sabi niya, Papa, no, good morning na. At 4 o'clock, tinignan yung kortina. Sabi niya, Papa, it's morning. Stand up. Let's pray.
Ang galing. Okay, for so many years, Kong Prudes, you were just a businessman and a husband. All of a sudden, you became a father. So how much of a father are you now?
Well, actually, nung una, I know to be a parent because my parents showed us what to be the parent. No? Pero iba pa yung na-experience mo maging isang magulang. No? Especially, tanggalin na natin yung puyat, yung pagod. No? When the first time that I brought my daughter sa Jollibee, no, after 2 years, I've seen the most beautiful, yung ang ganda ng ngiti niya. No? Na-appreciate niya yung pagkain. Just the first time. Alam mo, pumasok sa isip ko, yung mga tao ko kaya, yung pamilya nila, can they bring their children just for Jollibee so they can see this beautiful smile of their children? Para bang makita ko sa anak ko yun, nag-expand. Sabi ko, itong tanong ko, yung kaya mga anak ng mga tao ko.
Iniisip mo talaga yung ibang tao din.
Yun, parang sabi ko, my daughter is serve as additional inspiration for me na hindi lang sa kanya. And God has given this beautiful gift for us to understand and appreciate yung pangailangan ng iba.
Ano pangarap mo para kay Faith?
Well, katulad ng ibang magulang, I want her to be a good Christian, to be a good daughter of God. No? Pagdating ng araw that she can be serve as an inspiration also for others. Not because she's part of the family of McKinney, but as a person, no? As a child of God. I think yun ang gusto ko siyang, sabi ko sa asawa ko, walang special treatment, basta very strict tayo. Malinaw yun.
Yes. Do you plan for another child?
Well, not again for another 23 years. And I think that will be the last. God willing, but who knows?
Ano na yun? Elizabeth na yun. 60 another 23 years. Anyway, so, okay, Kong Prudes, if you are not a businessman, what would you be now? Kung hindi ka nalinya sa business, nalinya sa family business, what would you have done?
Maybe I'm still an OFW still.
OFW in the Middle East, working for the Arab boss.
Yeah, okay.
So, any regrets in your life?
Well, actually, this is the most, ano yung binigay sa amin ni Lord. No? Kami naman, kahit si tatay, lagi niya sinasabi, mga magulang namin. And even the team song for me, kaya yung You Raise Me Up to more than what I can be. And we believe in that. Even though you want it, but God, if you really be sensitive, God will redirect your path. Dadaling ka sa isang lugar o isang mission na ikaw ang gagawa. No? So,
walang ibang paraan talaga kung hindi yung path of the Lord, no?
Correct. Yun ang nakita kong kagano. Kaya kasama na mabuta naman dumating sa buhay. So, this is part of life, and this is part of the test. And I think with God, I can do this. I can pass
so,
this.
Comproves, you have achieved quite a lot with your family, with your business, with your career. Ano pa ang pinapangarap ng isang Prudes Garcia?
Sa akin, simple lang eh. I treat every day as already a great blessing from God. No, kahit sa asawa ko lang, anytime, lahat ng nakikita natin ito, panandalian lang, pansamantala lang. And I think the most important is, every day, you live life to the fullest. Ito naman ang gusto sa atin ni Lord enjoy life. Life is too short.
Anong nagustuhan palagay mo favorite character ni Tita Susan sa inyo? Aside from being the pinaka-pogi.
I always ask her, sabi ko, walang reason, but I think ano na siya, sabi siguro, very close kami talaga kahit na nag-aaral siya. Tinutulong ko siya sa mga school activities niya.
Alam mo,
until such time, nag-nurture yung relationship niya.
Iba talaga pag ang lalaki mabait, talagang doon talaga mahuhulog ang loob ng isang babae. Pag mabait na mabait.
Ito, na-apply ko, naalala ko yun. So, nililigawan ko siya. Kahit pag alam kong may sakit, ibang dorm na siya, So, ang ginagawa, I bought some calamansi. Kahit di ba siya tinatapong ko yan sa So, I do something beyond what ordinary man
would do.
So, even in life, even in anywhere, I try to make a point na gawin ko isang bagay more than what is expected. Give the best.
The extra mile.
Be focused. The
extra mile.
And you do it for the Lord. And that's the most important. If you really do something for somebody up there, hindi ka maliligaw.
Opo. Tsaka dapat mag-e-effort ka talaga.
Correct,
Yes. Kumusta po ang pamilya ninyo ngayon? Wala po si Ima, no? Wala na po si Ima. Kumusta na po ang pamilya ninyo ngayon? Kayo magkakapatid, si tatay, at ang mga apo ni Ima.
Well, kahapon, sama-sama, every Sunday, lagi kami makakasama sa after the mass. So, either the dinner or breakfast. Almost every day, may kasama si tatay, isa o dalawa sa amin. We play dama, we play chess, we share stories, looking back and looking forward. Marami kami pinagkikwentuhan about life. So, hindi kami nagsasawa doon.
How complicated is your life now? Or is it... kasi yung nangyayari sa buhay nyo could either complicate your life or simplify your life. For some people, depende on how you attack the situation, sabi nga nila. But with the coming of faith, naging complicated ba yung life nyo o naging simple?
I think it becomes simple for me. No? Pero may challenge, yung time management. That's important. Pero yung accomplishment ngayon, hindi burden. But sabi nga, pagpasok mo pala sa office, parang you're looking forward every day na kung maging matagumpay itong McKinney. Not only for McKinney, we also pray for others. Kasi sa my experience ko when I was in Hong Kong, I visited our kababayan na nakita ko thousands of Filipinos working, leaving their families. Ang sabi ko, they made a lot of sacrifices. So kami ngayon na nasa negosyo, and I encourage others who are capable na to indulge in business. So instead of sending Filipinos outside, why don't we send our products outside the Philippines and generate employment in the country?
Yes.
This is very important.
Kong Prudes, ang ibig sabihin ng pangalan nyo ay one with wisdom or something, no? We all know about your achievements, but how is it na nakikip nyo yung pagka-grounded ninyo? I mean, knowing that you're the head of a very successful business, paano nyo na papanatili ang pagiging simple ninyo?
Well, naitanong na rin to sa family. And Tatang was asking us during the time when pinauwi kami, did you expect that Kenny will turn out like this? Sabi namin, hindi po. Then we asked the same question, kung kayo po, nung pinauwi nyo ba kami, ganito ba nyo na nabivisualize na may Kenny ganito kalaki? Sabi niya, hindi. Ito ang gusto kong dinugtong ni Tatay Sid. Sabi niya, kung di ko alam, hindi nyo alam kung bakit, then there is no reason for us na magmayabang. Because someone up there planned it this way.
Wow, amazing. Ang ganda.
Simple.
Yes, talaga. Grabe.
So, yung pagpasok mo pala doon sa lobby namin, nakalagay doon na hindi kami may-ari. So, sabi niya, this kind of statement will serve as a reminder for you boys and for our people and for the next generation that this business is not ours. Tagapamahala lang tayo.
Ang galing. Alam mo mga kaibigan, ang episode na ito ay puno ng wisdom. Ang daming mga words of wisdom. Siyempre, yung guest natin, ang pangalan Prudencio. Anyway, kung Prudes, hihingan po namin kayo ng isang mensahe para sa ating mga nanonood. Para sa mga taong nawawalan ng pag-asa, para sa mga taong gusto mag-umpisa, para sa mga taong gusto magkaanak na hindi nagkakaanak, at sa mga taong na gusto malaman kung saan sila kakapit. Message po.
Well, para sa akin, based sa experience ko sa buhay ngayon, na walang, lagi ka magtatagumpay kung alam mong, lagi mong sinasama ang Panginoon sa buhay mo. And I think, ano man ang gawin mo, basta may pagmamahal sa puso mo, alam ko magtatagumpay tayo. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat po, Kong Prudes, for guesting in Spotlight. I personally have learned a lot. Mga kaibigan, nagpapasalamat po ako kay Drew Gabriel para sa aking kasuotan. Mga kaibigan, ang ibig sabihin ng salitang Kapampangan na "Me Kenny" ay halika o lumapit ka. Sa palagay ko, para kay Mr. Prudes Garcia, ang salitang "Me Kenny" ay isang imbitasyon tungo sa isang buhay na puno ng pagmamahal, kasipagan, tiyaga, kagalingan, at ang pinakamahalaga, pananampalataya at pasasalamat sa Diyos na pinagmulan ng lahat. Ako po si Andy Alvis na nagsasabing, "Me Kenny Abe, halika kaibigan, at piliin nating maging masaya at payapa at gawing simple ang komplikado nating mga buhay." Hanggang sa muli, magandang gabi po.
You are in spotlight.